on love. I mean, I know a lot of my friends are like, I'm done. I'm good. I've had enough. And I have other people that I know or that are just unhappily married and just kind of sticking with it. And I'm not an advocate for divorce. In fact, I quite the opposite. I believe in marriage and I love the idea of it. And I wish that I had been like some of my other friends who met the love of their life in high school and stayed married this entire time. I thought that's what would happen to me, but it wasn't the hand I was dealt. So you've got to handle things the way they are, right? You've got to face the reality as it is in the present before you can start creating the new reality that you want. So this episode is all about asking yourself one simple question. And that question is, would you date you? Really, let's think about it. Let's think about it, okay? And I'm not just talking about on the outside, but I am. But I'm not just talking about on the outside. I'm talking about on the inside, mentally and emotionally as well. We have to really come back to ourselves, right? And whatever that means for you, whether that means finding YouTube videos that you like and that you vibe with, that are educational, that are teaching you things, hopefully, like this one, or you go to a retreat, or you find a coach that you can private coach with, or a coaching group, or a Facebook community, or you just get on TikTok and you watch a lot of videos, right? Whatever your thing is, there's something out there for you that can help you rediscover the things about yourself that you want to create, right? And that you loved and that you lost. And bring those back and add in some new ones, honey, because you are amazing. You're amazing. And just because you lost it for a minute, because you forgot who you are, who you were, doesn't mean it has to stay like that. So now that you have divorced and you have hopefully spent some time healing, if you haven't, go back to episode 2. Okay. And if you have no idea why I'm doing this or what I'm doing here, go back to episode 1 of this special limited series, How to Date After You've Been in a Long Term Relationship or After Divorce, right? And on the Hot Topics Live channel. Okay. And subscribe. Okay. Because you guys are watching, but you're not subscribing. And how am I going to get this out to enough people, to my older millennials and my Gen X fam, if you're not subscribing so that YouTube will push this out and let people know I'm here? Right. So subscribe and I will love you for it. Also, drop me a like. It's free, you guys. And it's an easy way to say that you appreciated what I'm doing here today or what I'm trying to do here today. And what that is just from the bottom of my heart, help somebody. And if I can help one person, then I'm happy. Then I'm happy. So thank you for watching. And I appreciate you. Know, drop a like, drop a comment, leave a comment. If you agree, you disagree, you have other ideas, you want to add input, definitely drop a comment. Okay. So that being said, let's get back to it, right? So what you want to do is you want to get back to you. So spend some time, not just like meditating, but thinking about who you once were and who you want to be, right? Who is it that you want to be? And the best question someone ever told me after a breakup was, what do you want now? And I didn't know. What do you want now? And so getting really clear on what you want is part of like the mental aspect that we talked about last week. But even beyond that, it's like figuring out, okay, well, what do I want to look like? There's a cute trend, being the main character or becoming her or him on TikTok, right? And I love that because you can really envision, what do you want to look like? If you are a woman in her 40s or 50s, maybe even your late 30s, you might be feeling like aesthetically you're not feeling as sexy as you once were. So, if you are wondering what you should do, right? I say anything you want. You want Botox? Go get Botox. Do your research though, make sure it's right for you. You want some lip filler? Go get some lip filler. Is that going to make you feel good and sexy and juicy and sensuous and make you want to come alive? Go do it. Do you need a boob job? Go do it. Right. But maybe it's not that serious, right? Maybe you don't want a BBL. Okay. I'm not saying you have to get that in order to feel sexy. Right. It could just be starting a skincare ritual that makes you feel good in your own skin. It could be going to the spa and creating time for spa days. It could be, or just massages, like working that into your budget, into your schedule. It could be going for walks, taking care of your body, exercising, right? So the thing is about becoming her, when you're sitting down visualizing, then you're going to write it down. Write down what the new you is. What does she wear? What does she look like? What does he wear? What does he look like? Because this is not gender specific. Like men, their wives leave, they leave their wives, and then they find their life upside down. I did one of my very first episodes of Hot Topics Live podcast was just about that. It was about men. And if I'll post a clip of that to the YouTube channel. But this episode was with a friend of mine that was at London Real Academy. She went through the podcasting course, and she was talking about her business helping men after divorce, which I love. I should have her back. And it's really unsettling. It really, for men, you could not believe, you wouldn't think how impactful a divorce is for a man, right? Because a lot of times they go from their mama's house to their wife's house, or they are being used to being taken care of. They've had the same way of life for months and months and months, years and years and years. And all of a sudden, the CEO of life, their wife, is gone, right? And they have to figure everything out. I have a lot of compassion for that. I have 2 sons, raising men. I love men. I'm not with the divide. I just think respect, mutual respect and love is needed. But that's just my opinion. Don't try to come for me. But like I said, I love men, and this is a safe space for men. And in fact, my show is still viewed mostly by men. So I love you and thank you, and subscribe. So anyway, guys, are you feeling sexy? Did you slide in your attire? Have you let yourself go? Are you just wearing workout gear all the time? You're not even doing sexy athleisure, right? Like, you take a look in the mirror, see what needs work, because you're insecure about it. So start there. Start with the things that you're insecure about and then do something about it. For me, okay, I'm going to be very vulnerable with you. For me, it's my stomach, right? I've had 2 kids, I had 2 C-sections, right? I have a little bit of loose skin that I'm really insecure about. And so my plan is to handle it. Yes, I'm going to have like a little mini mommy makeover. I do pinup, right? So this, I think I do okay without it, right? I do okay without it. This is my second cover. This is Retro Lovely Magazine, so shout out to them. You can find them on Instagram. Then they have links to get all of the magazines. You have to really look for mine, or you can go to my Instagram at Creativity, and you can find it there, and find the links to my covers. So, but I do okay in my pinup, right? But internally, I want to feel sexier. So what is it for you? Right? And then for me, it's putting the money aside, it's prioritizing that instead of, all the other things. That I'm a single mom. I run this household and I run my business myself. So it's a small business. I have to prioritize, right? Like many of you, and I have to budget it in, right? So because I like to travel and I like to do all these things, right? And I don't want to break the bank. So timing is everything. So that's my plan. That's my thing. But in the meantime, I became blonde. I have blue eyes now, right? I always keep my nails done. It's a mental health thing for me. Okay. I feel sexiest if my nails are on point. okay? Like, all of that stuff. I have a whole new wardrobe, really. I had to decide at this age what sexy felt like to me. Male or female, same deal. You can become him, you can become her. You just have to be disciplined, right? If you feel like you need to lose a few pounds, do it. Do it. Don't Tony Robbins always says it can't be a should. It has to be a must. And you have to find the leverage, something you want enough to push yourself into taking massive action. Okay? So whatever story you're telling yourself in your head, he always says your emotional state, right? And this is true. Okay. If you're not in a good emotional state, you're not going to have a very good story that you're telling yourself in your mind. So then you're not going to take the right action. You're not going to be ready. You're not going to be mentally or emotionally ready to take action, the action you need to take. So you've got to do that. You've got to do whatever it takes because the outcome